Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just do it. Just do it. 1, 2. Just do it. Just do it.
Oh my god.
Just do it. 1, 2.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bo, and this is my girlfriend,
Madeline.
and today we are going to be
Indigo dye.
Indigo dye.
What?
We finish each other's sentences.
So since we both don't know what we're doing, we're just gonna give it a shot and refer back to books, knowledge is valuable, and the internet to guide us on this journey down a indigo dyeing. But before we indigo dye, we will set aside our lovely assistants. And before we jump into the actual dyeing process, we have to first scour the products. Scouring is just a fancy way for getting rid of all the oils and potential chemicals that are already in the fabrics. This way we can just clean them naturally, and that way the indigo will absorb into the fabrics and hopefully stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you begin naturally dyeing your plant-based fibers, you'll need to scour them. Scouring is essentially a process of deep cleansing your fiber.
Exactly, and you'll be needing to scour your fabric to make sure that all that built up wax, that dirt caused by manufacturing or transit is thoroughly gone. And you also want to ensure a nice, even color.
So in this next clip, we will be following a how to scour video by Growing Aware using the products that they recommended. This includes a kitchen scale, Kiss My Face olive oil soap, Laundry Booster super washing soda, a stainless steel pot, some stainless steel tongs, some 7th generation pH neutral dish soap. And with these products, we're going to be weighing out our fabrics, timing that times 0.25 to figure out how much soap is necessary in the scouring process, cutting up that bad boy. Depending on how much fabric you'll be scouring and how big your container is how much water you'll be using, and as a result, how much super washing soda you'll be needing.
We're doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You should get it something so you don't burn your hand.
Well, it's not hot yet.
You have to put it in hot.
I don't
Dinner.
Yum, hat soup. Hat soup.
Hats.
Get your hat soup. Get your bowl of soup full of hats.
know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Send help.
They say to stir every 15 minutes for 2 hours on low, or like keep it at a simmer. So I'm gonna do that because I'm a good boy and I follow directions. And I like to shove a lot of fabric and hats into pots that are too small for that.
So stressed.
Oh, it's been 2 hours, so we're gonna remove it from the heat.
Wow. We're on the move.
I have to rinse it with
My fingers. I seem to have lost my finger strength. This is why I keep you. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it comes all soapy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, everything's so soapy. Basically, we're just rinsing it in a pH balanced soap. Once they're rinsed out of all that soap, I put it on a separate container and I'll be leaving that in soaked clean water for 24 hours before we can start dyeing that indigo. Thank you.
Howdy internet homies, welcome to my indigo lair. This is where the magic happens. I'm setting up a little nook by laying out some tarps, getting my table set up with my rags, indigo, buckets, and all those shenanigans. Now if you've made it this far in the video, you deserve an award, or a badge of honor. Something at least, for putting up with that messy montage you've just witnessed. Honestly, I'm kind of embarrassed about it. But anyway, now it's time to get to the juicy stuff. Actual indigo dyeing. So now that I've properly prepped my fabrics, I can finally get going on my vat, which requires 2 gallons of water heated to a simmer and placed in a 5-gallon sealable bucket.
So we have this 75-gram indigo, and it's not filled all the way to the top. So what I'm gonna do is add some distilled water, and I'm gonna fill her up and start shaking vigorously. Inside there are some marbles in there, which is gonna be helping me to dissolve the indigo paste that's clumpy in there. It's a shake for like 3 minutes. So I'll catch you in about 3 minutes. I heated up the water till basically boiling. Poured it into this bucket. And it's filled about halfway up. And now I'm going to be putting the indigo. I don't even know if it's gonna be that toxic at this point. Stir your bucket in a circular motion. Pour in the indigo paste without splashing. Am I splashing all over myself?
No.
I'm gonna create the least amount of bubbles possible. Oh my god. I added extra water to the container just to get the left of that indigo in there, because you don't want to let any of it go to waste. Save the indigo. Stuff's expensive.
Beautiful. Wow.
She's smelly.
Oh, she's smelly. Nice.
Oh my god, what am I doing?
Don't know.
Stir this now for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to seal her up. And every 30 minutes or so, I'm going to come in and I'm just going to re-stir it all over again.
At this point, the vat should be yellow-green in color with a purple coppery surface. I mixed it occasionally over the course of an hour. I covered it, let it sit. And when I came back, I added in some hot water, leaving about 3 inches from the top so that when I placed items in there, it wouldn't flow over the edges. As I began stirring it, it created this flower effect on the top of the surface. I just removed it and left it on the side.
Gross. Okay.
So this has been soaking overnight and it's been wrung dry. And now I'm just going to gently lower it into the vat.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Trying my best not to create any bubbles.
What's happening?
I don't know if I'm supposed to like just leave it in there, just chop it, or just hold it.
Hold it? I would hold it. That's just what my intuition is telling me.
I said thoroughly massage your thing below the surface. So there's no sediment on it.
Wow. What a... Whoa, Bo.
So there's no pieces or chunks on it.
What happens if there are chunks?
It just doesn't dye at all in that area. And there's the first dip.
First dip. A nice color.
It's just like aiming for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's just a little bit more, a little bit less. Okay. Are you filming?
Go filming.
Filming.
Yeah. Oh my god. Shit, shit, shit. Wow, it's turning so dark.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Crazy. Whoa.
Oh, wow. That looks... Maybe it's just not oxidized yet.
Maybe it's just not going to.
Well, it's a learning experience. I bet it will. Don't worry.
No.
I'm a fade. You on the hanger? Look, it's gone. Essentially. Wow.
Wringing it dry. Are you ready to rumble?
Yeah. Okay, a slow dip.
Slow dip. I would rub it.
I'm afraid to move. Try to put it in so that there weren't that many bubbles, and then it just...
It happens, the fabric contains oxygen, so every time you introduce an item into the vat, it deoxidizes the vat.
Atta girl. Indigo dyeing. And then you don't want to hold the drips over the bucket when you're getting them out, so try to gently lift up slowly. And then when you go, just bring it straight into that bucket. For anyone who's already indigo dyed, please be kind. We don't know what the hell we're doing, but we're having fun. Yeah, and then just, rub it out, get all that excess.
Gunk? Yeah, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm disrespecting like an ancient craft.
Wow, look at that color though.
I know, it looks really good.
I know, good job, Madeline. Look at you. Look what you're doing.
What's she doing?
Whoa. She disappears into the darkness. Massage. You're so cute. Look at that little cutie who's so nervous.
So nervous. Such high stakes.
Yeah, the one I did massage, I think, it didn't get much color. No, go for it. Wow. So the second dip can be a little bit longer. That's good.
Cool. Nice. Ooh. What a neat color. Oh, we can hose it.
Making so many drips. This is what not to do when indigo dyeing.
Oh. Indigo soup. That's a beautiful color.
So just as a friendly reminder, this was our first time indigo dyeing. We weren't really sure what we were doing, but we're like, hey, we're here to try something new. We're here to have fun. Madeline was honestly such a champ about it. She was super helpful with the camera work. She also did a few more dips of the dress and the hat she was doing. And then she had to step away because she had to get back to her studies. Meanwhile, I was left in the indigo layer by myself, but I was actually having tons of fun. I was experimenting with different amounts of dips per garment. For some of the hats, I only did a few to get a lighter shade. I did learn that you want to go a little bit darker than you originally thought because the pigment will wash out to a lighter shade. After a few really awkward initial first dips, I finally found some rhythm. I would dip the garments in the Indigo Vat, massage it deeply, move it over and rinse it to the rinse bucket, and then finally rinse it off with the hose before I place it on the drying rack. I'm pretty sure I started around 10 a.m. and finished around 5 p.m. So this was an all-day project, but I didn't even see the day go by. For the shirt and the dress, I ended up doing around 10 to 11 dips, I would say, and for some of the hats, it varied between 5 and 10 dips. What really inspired this project was a recent trip to Japan, where we got to see so much indigo on different types of fabrics and materials, and it just made me want to learn more about this process and to try it out for myself. Overall, the effects blew my mind. I had no idea what to expect, and the final product was, quite frankly, really beautiful.
So I rinsed the color out of this, rinsed it first under cold water and then switched over to warm gradually to get all the excess pigment that didn't adhere to the garments to get it out. I'd say I got most of the blue out. I'm not sure if it's 100%, but it's close enough for me. I'm gonna fill this bucket up, and for every gallon of water that's in there, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of citric acid. So, let's fill her up. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. I don't think it's like super intense acid, but it's probably enough to make my hands really dry. So best to be safe than sorry. Now let's dress. Denim hat. Room temperature water with the citric acid blend. And the reason I'm doing the citric acid, from the instructions, it tells me that this is just to keep all those colors intact. It's to amplify or intensify the colors of the indigo and make them deeper, I guess. I don't know. I do see color coming out, because I didn't do a fantastic job of rinsing it, but I did a pretty good job. I can always rinse it afterwards. So this is just a start. So to keep it all kind of underwater, I'm just gonna put this bucket in there. Beautiful.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Well, for a first try on indigo dyeing, I would say this was very fun. It was a little bit more complicated than I thought it was gonna be, but overall, I think the effect worked. So pretty happy. I think I'll definitely be trying it again. There's some new things that I wanna test out, and I didn't really try doing the shibori kit of like doing patterns and designs, and so I think that's something that's definitely on the horizon. So stay tuned.